Hello all. I got Rising Tide's 10th anniversary IPA here. I've actually been drinking them for past 7 years or so. First went to their brewery over 5 years ago. And they've made a whole bunch of different kinds of beers. They make some pretty good hoppy beers. But the last one I had from them, their Shabig Island, is like a English ale yeast lactose hazy IPA, and I was not a big fan of it. But I have had some really good IPAs from them, even hazies. So hopefully this is a good one. This is an English ale yeast one. A lot of their IPAs and the ones they've been doing for a long time are American ale yeast. This uses Citra and Sultana hops. It was canned about 18 days ago. Very simple grain bill. No colored malt to it, just like some wheat in there. It smells like a juicy Citra beer from opening it, and that has pretty good haze. Maybe what people would call a medium plus haze. It's almost opaque. Very, very pale. Yeah, that aroma smelling very nice. Sultana I haven't experienced too much, but it seems like it's one of the many new Citra-esque hops out there. But yeah, actually this is smelling a lot like some Idle Hands or Trillium sort of Citra-focused lower alcohol IPAs. This is only 6%. That actually smells really good. Yeah, it brings that juicy fruit, sugary citrus mixed with tropical stuff, just pineapple juice and juicy orange with a little bit of ruby red grapefruit. That smells really nice. And just a little bit of yeast estery stuff, bringing out, a slight bubblegum. Not quite there. I use the term juicy fruit, even though I recently smelled some juicy fruit gum for the first time in decades, and I was like, wait a second, this isn't exactly what I've been calling it, but it's got that kind of candy-like quality that is fruity and not all the way towards bubblegum or things that aren't, don't meld with the hops as well. I'm not into those beers as much. When I get a real big inhale, it has a little bit of this leafy, woody thing that I notice in, I've noticed in some of their other newer hazy beers. But mostly just really, really fruity. It's not a thick, luscious feel, but pretty substantial for 6%. And you get a little bit of that leafy quality that, I guess I had their Altogether IPA, now that I remember, but I had that when I was like 2 months old maybe, and then the leafy quality was pretty big, so maybe it's just hints of oxidation coming out, I don't know. This one's really fresh, so it's pretty subtle, but definitely noticeable, especially after one sip. It's definitely juicy, and it smelled quite sweet at first, but now it's drying out nicely, which is pretty good, but it doesn't have that lingering, intense, sweet tropical Citra that I get from beers like, Double Citra Forcine from Idle Hands, that is very much like Double Dry Hop 4 Point from Trillium, or some really good batches of just regular 4 Point. Yeah, this one started off real strong. Still a pleasant beer, for sure. It's better than the Shabig Island, I would say. But I'm okay with just getting one can. But the nice thing about this is that their beers are way cheaper than a lot of other hazies, and this definitely has the hop intensity of a lot of other IPAs that are going for, $17. But I wonder what that sort of leafy thing is coming from. I know it's hop related. Maybe it's a little bit of a phenolic note from the yeast that's bringing out some of the leafier, stemmier hop qualities, because it doesn't smell like grassy hop bag exactly. as I drink it, it's surprisingly getting a little more savory, which is what happened to the Chepigue Island. But this one is a little better. Yeah, probably goes like a 3.75. It's close. It's getting a little bit more bitter, which, I mean, I like bitterness, but this is some kind of spicy medicinal sort of thing that's coming out. I bet it's a yeast sort of thing that's happening. But it's pretty good. If you like a little bit more of a bite to your beers, but you like tropical citra intensity, this one will be good. But keep going at it, Rising Tide. I'll keep drinking them. Goodbye.